Good morning, and thank you for joining us for Unscripted on 13 Plus. I'm Carson Courier. Anna Orsini has the week off. She's in San Diego, so she deserves it. We hope to see her back, though, coming up next week. But we do want to get started here with the latest on Tropical Storm Ernesto. So this really just kind of got started yesterday. We know it formed in the Atlantic Ocean and is heading toward the Caribbean's Leeward Islands in Puerto Rico. National Hurricane Center forecasters say it's expected to bring heavy rain, strong winds, rough sea conditions over the next few days. Now, early projections of its track have Ernesto then heading north and strengthening to a hurricane while it hovers over warm ocean water. Forecasters saying Ernesto could make it to a Category 3 status later this week. They add that the storm could eventually cause some problems for parts of the U.S. East Coast and the Bahamas. So who other than 13 First Alert meteorologist Mallory Schnell to give us a little bit of an update on Ernesto or what we can expect moving forward.
So this did become a named storm, I believe, late yesterday.
Okay.
And at this point, we're not looking at immediate impacts for the continental U.S.
Okay.
So we might see some rough surf, some rip currents on the East Coast, but areas like Puerto Rico, Bermuda will have to watch out for this storm. And I do have the latest look at it on the satellite right here. So you can see current wind speeds around 50 miles per hour. So it is slowly but surely strengthening here, moving toward the west-northwest at 18 miles per hour as it approaches Puerto Rico there within the next day, really by tomorrow morning. And it will continue to strengthen into a hurricane and could even strengthen into a Category 2 at this point. That's what the current track shows as it approaches Bermuda later on this week and into the weekend. So as I mentioned, a storm to watch. For most of us in the continental U.S., the lower 48, really not going to impact us all too much, but for areas or for people, maybe vacation in the Caribbean, certainly want to keep an eye on this storm. Otherwise, back here at home, starting off with a 4-panel look across the Tucson metro area. Different picture than what we saw just a couple of hours ago. We had an isolated downpour move through the south side of town, so you might have gotten some rainfall. You might have heard some thunder. You might have seen a beautiful rainbow this morning. I know a few of you all commented on my Facebook post with your rainbow photos. We love to see those. We do have another chance for rain this afternoon and evening. It'll be pretty isolated for Tucson, more widespread to the south and east. And then high pressure moves overhead tomorrow. So that's going to really knock back our storm chances before they increase again this weekend and into early next week. And of course, high pressure means temperatures are going to heat up. That's exactly what we're seeing here over the next 5 days, up to around 104. That's going to be the hottest day on Friday. Likely staying in the triple digits this weekend, close to that 100-degree mark by the end of the 7-day forecast. Now, your current conditions, not a bad morning, of course, probably still pretty muggy out there. We are up to 90 already in Marana, 85 at the Tucson airport, some 70s in Cochise County, but all in all, expect those highs to be close to normal. Satellite and radar just showing an isolated storm complex on the southwest side of Pinal County. We'll see if that holds together as it continues to push east-northeast. Otherwise, a better chance for storms during the heat of the afternoon, of course, increasing in coverage through early evening before fizzling out once that sun does set. And then beyond today, really drying out for Wednesday and Thursday. Friday, kind of our transition day, with a better chance for storms returning by this weekend and into early next week.
Okay. Well, I'd love to see the temps kind of lowering a little bit.
A little bit.
100s or double digits.
I would like to see more of those 90s, of course, rather than the triple digits, but thankfully not as hot as Phoenix has been. Yes. They just set a record for the number of triple-digit days they've seen in a row.
Wow.
I don't remember the exact number, but it was like 70-something triple-digit days in a row. And, of course, they have a lot more of those 110s up there because their monsoon just not as active in Phoenix. So the rain certainly helping us out. Of course, it's August, so it's still going to be hot, unfortunately, but we'll get there. We're getting there.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you, Mallory.
Of course.
And we want to kind of turn now to a big story that our very own Jack Cooper was following this morning. You actually just saw him. Where'd you go, Jack? Wave. Jack Cooper there. Yep, we love to see you. So he actually spent all morning out kind of talking about a new corridor project. It would connect I-10, I-19, kind of near the Vail area, also south of the Tucson International Airport. So this is something that really workers have been trying to plan for years now. He said construction could get started within the next year or two. So still really up in the air, but they are asking for your input on things that you would like to see with this corridor. So I'm going to throw it to Jack.
ADOT has been working on this project really for years now, but I'm told we are still many years away from when they could actually break ground, because even though it has been a couple of years, we're still pretty early on in this process. Now here's another look at that map. The orange line gives you an idea of what the route could be, but it's very broad right now. It's a 2,000-foot wide corridor within that map where the new highway could go. But once ADOT finally narrows it down, it'll actually be a more common 400-foot wide road. Altogether, the road is about 20 miles, and it would be called State Route 410. And right now, ADOT is looking for public feedback on anything that might interest you, whether that's environmental issues, interchange locations, design features, routes, or just about anything else.
A lot of the design work is being done by ADOT people who live in Tucson. We want to hear from people who live in Tucson as well, who know this area and have some ideas about what they would or wouldn't like to see in terms of interchange locations or other design features. Since this is something that is going to be there, it's going to be a new permanent feature when it is constructed.
Now, if you would like to weigh in, there's a public survey that's open until September 1st. We have the link up on our website. That's KOLD.com. But ADOT's going to be doing more public hearings really all the way up until construction starts, so just keep that in mind. Reporting along I-10 and Rita Road, I'm Jack Cooper, 13 News.
So, of course, Jack was out there earlier this morning, but again, something we're going to be watching for the foreseeable future as we move ahead into this upcoming year. Now, we do want to tell you about some national news happening today. We know President Biden and First Lady Jill Biden will head to New Orleans as part of their goal of eliminating cancer. The Bidens will announce $150 million in new funding for a program under a federal agency called the Advanced Research Projects Agency for Health. The agency works to find new ways to prevent, detect, and treat cancer. The event is part of the Biden Cancer Moonshot. That effort was first launched during the Obama administration with the goal of cutting the cancer death rate in half over 25 years. The event starts at 1:30 Arizona time, and we will stream that right here on 13 Plus once that gets started, so beware of that. Now, we do love to do some of these good news stories. We did one yesterday about a couple that they had this goal of renewing their vows at 25 years, and then they kind of hit a little bumps in the way, so they did that earlier. But today, we do have a different story to tell you. So we're going to talk about one woman's giving spirit that was almost crushed by Hurricane Katrina. But after relocating to Alabama, she quickly got back to her roots, helping others in her new community. Reporter Kinsley Sinners shows us how she's carrying out that mission every day. Let's take a listen.
In 2005, Harolyn Benjamin packed up her bags and her family and moved to Southeast Alabama.
We came here not knowing what was going to happen.
Starting over, but her giving heart stayed the same. Harolyn is the executive director of Women Who Care, Incorporated.
I needed to build my self-esteem, and there was nothing available for me to do that.
This team helps those from 0 to 99.
We've had baby showers for moms, helped individuals who wanted to start their own business. We've helped individuals who wanted to go to college.
The list goes on. Women Who Care, Inc. works to fit guests' specific needs. That can be life skills, parenting, and life coaching.
I am a cheerleader for people who cannot cheer for themselves.
Or even a new outfit from It's April's boutique.
Cute. Try something on and then come out and twirl. When they twirl, we know we have them. It may seem like something old to you, but for that person, it is brand new.
They guide people who want to become independent.
What are your goals? What are the things that you enjoy doing?
Empower, educate, enable. These women inside are women who care, and they want you to know they are just a phone call away.
Some people don't know how to advocate for themselves. They don't know who to call to be able to do that for them. I think it's a part of what I'm supposed to do.
Harolyn doesn't carry this load by herself. Her corner is full.
Okay, 5. Oh, yeah,
and it keeps growing.
I feel that sometimes society is tough on women. A place where you can be uplifted. You always have a friend and you always have somebody in your corner.
Barbara Pike is one of those women.
In 2016, I had a house fire. I actually had nothing. All I had was the clothes on my back.
After no luck getting help, Barbara met a ray of hope. Haralyn.
She and some other woman had gathered some stuff. I found a house pretty quickly.
Haralyn's influence grew even stronger.
I found I had breast cancer. I could not find a doctor to take. And if the first door shuts, you have to reopen a second door and a third door. If it wasn't for Haralyn, I'd probably be even in treatment today.
Women Who Care does this out of the goodness of their hearts.
I've never gotten a paycheck from this.
No consistent grants or funding.
And so what I find is that God makes a way.
Just women coming together to make an impact where a smile is all the wealth.
This organization continues to grow because, for the most part, all of our foundation comes from Christ.
This is an evolving group.
It's a legacy.
A legacy Haralyn's daughter grew up watching her mother build.
It's an inspiration to look forward to and holding on to the same title and the same mission.
A group there for you when things change in an instant.
Don't say that, well, I don't need it right now, because it could be you. So go ahead and start putting into and blessing the mission.
Services are provided for free.
There is joy at the end of a bad situation.
With a caring heart in Enterprise.
Women who care, care.
Highlighting those who give back to the Wiregrass. I'm Kinsley Centers, your hometown news leader.
Such a sweet story there. So take a look at this back here at home. For the first time in 50 years, a rare cat has been spotted in the mountains west of Nogales. So you're taking a look at some trail cam video. This is operated by the Phoenix Zoo. They captured these images of an ocelot in part of the Coronado National Forest. So this type of cat is smaller. It's a spotted wild cat that is native to parts of Mexico and the southern U.S. They are seen occasionally in the mountains east or to the east, but it's the first time in decades that there's been one seen in this very area. So definitely a cool sight to see. Oh my goodness, and its coat there, you can see how beautiful it is. So we love to see this. Anytime we see an unexpected kind of endangered animal on some of our trail cams, gives us some hope, but also just super cool to look at. So we wanted to share that with you. But take a look at this. Ooh, definitely not a spot you'd want to see if you are in the ocean. So a couple of kayakers had an unnerving close encounter with a shark while fishing in Half Moon Bay, California. Ian Walters, he's a 6th grade teacher. He was filming as the shark started following his friend here. You can see on your screen. So he shared this video with shark enthusiasts on the internet who suspect that this shark right here was a great white based on its size, about 14 feet long. He says it might be a while before they go kayaking again. Nobody was hurt here. That's some good news. But he definitely has a tale to tell his 6th grade students. I don't know about you. I don't think I'd ever get in the ocean again. Ooh, too scary for me. Let us know what you think in the comments, but I'll stay here on land for now. We want to go ahead and take a live look outside on your Tuesday morning. Looking really gorgeous out there. You can see a little bit of clouds out in the distance, but definitely some lush green grass and leaves there from all the rain we've been seeing on Mount Bigelow. A reminder this morning, I do want to kind of bring up our website. So as Mallory was saying, there's a 30% chance for some scattered, some isolated storms today. So if you do see rain in your area, or if you have any monsoon damage or house damage, or you just have some good pictures or video of monsoon, a reminder here. So it's really easy. You can go to our website, KOLD.com. And then the only thing you have to do is I clicked on the weather kind of icon here. And then if you scroll down, you're going to see on the side weather pictures. So if you click on this, it brings up all the people that have actually sent pictures or videos. Look at all this hail. Oh my goodness. This is in Amato about 17 hours ago. Kathy submitted this. This is helpful for our meteorologists. It's also just the easiest way for us to share these pictures, whether it be on air or online, because in order to submit these, you have to fill out a copyright, and then you can give us an idea of where you are. Oh my goodness. Take a look at that. So that was 3 days ago. Oscar submitted this. He said it's looking south and southeast. Look at those clouds. Oh my goodness. But again, this one also beautiful from Pamela 3 days ago, catching the lightning, the monsoon storms there. So this is on our website, KOLD.com. You can just click the weather icon here and then click weather pictures, and it's easy. You can just press add media, and that's where you can upload your pictures or videos. So a good reminder, we still have a couple months here for monsoon. So yeah, definitely take advantage of that. We'd love to see your pictures or video. Again, taking a live look outside on your Tuesday morning. Be safe, everyone. We will be live here again for Unscripted on 13 Plus tomorrow morning at 9:30. Again, President Biden heading to New Orleans for kind of an announcement about cancer funding that's happening at 1:30 Arizona time. We'll make sure to stream that here on 13 Plus as well. So tune in for that. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.